Now, why am I not surprised? Giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahak Wadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom Labakarium, Shah, Yasha Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And what's being reported right now on Redacted, we knew this was coming. You know, they doing it light, but they about to get real aggressive going into 2025 and putting Donald J. Trump properly in office on January 20th, 2025. So as of now, certain sites, you can't go back and look at the history for the past 3 weeks. Meaning, in other words, the internet has created a black hole to where you can go back and find out with, let's say Trump made some statements about abortion rights. You want to look that up. They got these bots patrolling the internet, you know, wiping out history, wiping out the archives, you know, of certain major channels, as well as attacking the men of the Lord and striking the men of the Lord channels so that you can't receive this information. Now, I say, why am I not surprised? Because it's time, you know, the teaching, the word has went out, you know, and Esau, as always, he's behind the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. So he's trying to clean up and tie up the loose ends, but it's too late. The word has been dropped. Those that needed to receive it has received it. The seed has been planted, it's been watered, and now the increase is happening through the spirit. It's flowing. And the Lord said he was going to take this away. You know, this is Amos 5 and verse 13. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. Now, the prudent is the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone, who's been dropping his word on the internet since 2007. That's a long time for the word to go out. We in 2024. So you can number up those years. So obviously the Lord has gotten his sealed men, because I'm not putting a guarantee on it, but I think in the next 3 to 4 months, this internet is going to look very different. The way you search it, the way you move, there's going to be sites and channels you're going to be locked out from. They're going to monitor what you can see and what you can't see. You might even have certain agents show up at your door for certain policies and posts, because we coming closer to the wire of Jacob's trouble. This is an evil time. That's why the prudent men are going to keep silent. And number one is that there'll be no more going to camp, how we do it. There'll be no more just, you know, getting off work. Like, I'm just getting out the plantation. You know, I got a few subjects, but this is the one that the Spirit jumped on me to say something about. You know, and I just turn on my phone so easily and hit the play and get the scriptures and upload, and I send it out to YouTube heaven. You know, the Lord is he's shutting this thing down. And that's scary for the people out there dragging their feet. Because once the Lord shut the men's mouth, once he shut the prophet's mouth, then all hell is about to break loose. For real, the words of the prophet must come to pass. So I'm going to read that again. This is Amos 5 and 13. Therefore, the prudent man shall keep silent in that time, for it is a time of evil. And why is he going to keep silent? Because the Lord is going to shut his mouth. He did it to Ezekiel. He did it to the prophets back in the day. And the Lord is going to do it again. This is Ezekiel 3. This is Ezekiel 3, verse 24. Then the Spirit entered into me and set me up upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, Go, shut thyself within thy house. But thou, son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go among them. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. This was the Lord shutting Ezekiel's mouth. Once the job is done, the Lord's going to make the prophet's mouth shut. Because now it's time for the words to come to pass. We getting down to the wire, the famine of the word. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and thou shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. And basically, you about to be on your own. You took the prophets for a joke. You know, they out there on the corners for years. You know, we even got a YouTube. The Lord made it so beautiful and so easy to receive this word through this internet. Now these treasures, these jewels, is about to be taken because the action is about to start.
Here's a story that's gotten no attention by the mainstream media. Why has the Internet Archive been under constant attack for the past few weeks? This is right out of 1984, where the department has to continually change the past in order to justify current situations in war of Big Brother and the party. It's terrifying. It's happening. Take a look at this. Over the last few weeks, if you visited archive.org, you might have noticed that it was down, inaccessible, up temporarily, and then back down again. Turns out it's been under one of the largest DDoS attacks we've ever seen. A DDoS is a denial of service attack, where bots continuously attack the server so that it goes down. Now, the Internet Archive basically is a clear archive of all internet websites and posts. It's how we know what has happened in recent history and distant history. It's really the only way of knowing when the corporate media lies to us, and that goes back to change old web pages. This is one of the reasons.
So they're fully going to take control. You know, just like you know, you got your mainstream media is syndicated and censored, you know, and washed down to death. Now they're going to do the same thing with the internet, but the word has been dropped. So all this frequent news, like we go to Redacted, we go to Off Grid, we go to, you know, whatever site you go to receive the information from around the world. Those are not the prophets. These are not the prophets. They know who they after. They after the men of the Lord dropping that word, showing the people that showing the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians that we the Israelites, mainly Great Millstone. But it's too late, because the elect have received the word. Obviously, if the Lord is shutting this thing down like this. Now, these people are surprised. Excuse me 1 second. My allergies are messing with me right now. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got Redacted them. They surprised because they think this internet thing is forever. You know, people are actually supporting their families. You know, their livelihood is on this internet, which is very scary for you to base your income, you know, off this satellite system that's controlled by them. But this was for a short, sweet time so that the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah can go out. Then after that, when the Lord has finished the job of this internet, yeah, they can control it now. Because it's like the Wild Wild West. You know, now they're going to put all kind of padlocks and what you can say, what you can't say, what you can show, what you can't show. And trust me, teaching this Bible like now on the internet will be outlawed. You will not be able to teach this Bible unless it's taught the way, you know, the Christians teach it. You know, John 3:16, you know, basically back to sleep. You know, you got your little Islamic channels, you know, your Jehovah Wickedness pamphlets. But coming out raw deal, breaking down these prophecies and these scriptures and these hidden dark sayings, you know, getting rowdy. Nah, this free time, this fun time is about to end. This is Psalms 19, verse 2. The heavens declare the glory of Yahweh, and that's the sky. And the firmament showeth his handiwork. Yes, it does. So much that it even allowed Esau to put their machines up there, them satellites. Day and night uttereth speech. Now, how do the firmament utter speech day and night? That's the satellite system. You know, you got the feed horns. They shoot up to the satellites, which is powered by the sun, them solar panels. And that's how we receive, you know, whoever's listening to this video now, this is how you receive it. When I listen to my videos, this is how I receive it. This is also how we give it. You know, it's a very detailed system, and it's to be admired because it's from the heavens. You don't take this internet system lightly. This is how the word is traveling basically at light speed, especially when you go live. That's very powerful. So it says day and night utter speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. You can get up in the middle of the night, throw a video on. You know, you may have an hour-long video. Sometimes camps go to 3 hours. I know we be out there, 3 hours. If it's a really good day, 4 hours. You want to break that up. You can break that up in 3 days. Listen to it. A little here, a little there. Middle of the night, lunchtime, early morning. It's at your leisure right now, but you shouldn't take that for a joke. And if you have, you better stop. You better get on it quick. Because these teachings will be wiped out by these bots. They're not playing. They're wiping things out as I speak. So the Lord is shutting this thing down. So that day and night showeth knowledge. There won't be no more knowledge on this internet. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. And the word is being dropped in Latin, German, Spanish. The Lord has made this knowledge magnificent at this time to get to his elect. It says, with their voice is not heard. Their line is going out through all the earth. And that's the internet. When you look at, a picture, of the internet. Let me see if I can pull something real quick. It looks like it's a line, a net over the earth. Let me see. Satellites over planet Earth. Let's get images. Okay, this is a good one here. To show their line goeth out over all the earth. And that's how it's structured. And that will be the signals. And this is how we receive this information. And as long as those lines are doing their job, we can receive this information day and night. This was an invention by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, to where he can speak to his elect from heaven through these machines, and it can move faster. So the knowledge has increased, like Daniel 12 said, And this is amazing. They didn't have this, set up like this 100 years ago. This was just an idea. Now, it came and went. We are past this time now, but this is the line that goeth out. This is a real good one because it's very detailed. Okay, so when it says this is Psalms 19:3. There is no speech nor language, and all kind of languages go through those lines. Where their voice is not heard, their line goeth out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. And that's how you're able to receive. You can be in Norway, Africa, Saudi Arabia, Germany, London. Because of this satellite system, you're able to get this information. But this is a short time. This is time sensitive. So you're wasting time debating, you chewing gum and popcorn, looking for the next Tazariak, Captain Tazariak to debate. You're playing yourself, man. You're playing yourself. Jumping from camp to camp, haven't made a decision. This is a real good one here. Haven't made a decision on where you want to be, dragging your feet to get out there to camp. I like this here. Look at that. The Lord about to shut these lines down, shut these satellites down. In a form of control, it's going to always be, for now, until the bombs come, some form of internet. And that's where they come from. Inter, which is into the earth. and a net. And as you can see, it looks like a net. So it'll be always some form of internet, but it's going to be heavenly monitored and controlled. And it says, their line goeth out through all the earth, and their words is heard to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. Now, the tabernacle for the sun, that's the satellites, because a tabernacle is like a makeshift house. And what you do in a tabernacle, you store things. When you look at the satellite, like this image here, you see them panels there? Those are panels that power that actual unicorn right there, as you can see, with the one horn. These panels here, it absorbs the sun. It acts as a tabernacle for the sun. So it absorbs the sun, which powers the actual satellite, which shoots down to the feed horn on the earth, and it goes back and forth, which activates these lines. But that's how these satellites are able to stay up and stay in orbit. When you go into Starlink, they actually break this down. But these are the saddles for the sun. So the Lord had made it to where ain't no battery, no recharge system up there. But these panels here, they do the job, which is magnificent. This is genius. This is from the heavens. And you think the Lord missed this in the scriptures? Are you crazy? It says, in them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. And that's how the Lord get it done. But we at the end. So the Lord is shutting down that system and that operation. So as you can see, they controlling everything.
Download things for ourselves. We screenshot for ourselves. We keep it somewhere that you don't get to know, off server, because we know they're going to change that shit. And we will feel like, wait, that really happened, right? And we're constantly questioning ourselves. So anyhow, here's one example. The CDC recently changed the term vaccine quietly on its website. Overnight, the CDC's vaccine definition changed from a product that stimulates a person's immune system to produce immunity to a specific disease to a now current definition of a preparation that's used to stimulate the body's immune system against a disease. And here's what the archive.org says, quote, as of this writing, we have no way to verify content that's been posted for 3 weeks of October, leading to the days of the most contentious and consequential election of our lifetime. In effect, the whole memory of our main information system is just a big black hole right now.
And it's happening as we speak.
Yeah.
So I saw someone in the chat said old news. No, it's still happening. It started back on October 8th, and it's still happening as of today, right before the election.
So we don't have a clear record of who said what, who was for what or what not. I mean, they're playing with our memory. They're saying things, especially the incumbents right now. The Democrats are saying that Trump is for a national abortion ban, and he's never said that. But they can easily write headlines that makes it so that he said that he's against IVF. He's not said that. That he's against gay. All of those kind of things. They are changing history right before our eyes, and we won't know what's real or not unless we save it all for ourselves. So that's terrifying.
Yeah, people delete their tweets and go back, and so now we have no record. So since October 8th, basically the internet has become a black hole.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have a record of history at this moment. Isn't that crazy?
Right.
Where else are you going to get it? You're going to trust your government? We saw the rewriting of the official presidential transcripts when President Biden just the other day said that Trump supporters are the only floating pieces of garbage that he sees.
Wow.
And they changed
this. So as you can see, this thing is they gonna panic. These people. This is their outlet of exposing the government and sharing what they would call underground news, which I believe that a lot of these YouTube handles like Redacted here still got their hand in the cookie jar, meaning those small hats still got their hand in their back, because the small hats run this, and they'll allow you to speak some truth, but they can still guide you and navigate you to the point that they want, while letting you have what you call freedom of speech, because there's no such thing as only an illusion of freedom of speech. So I don't put my full hope and trust in these news channels. As you can see, Alex Jones looking real watery, and they took Farrakhan off, and you know how watered down Farrakhan is, so Our hope and trust is in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and the Lord about to bust us out of this prison real soon. This is I'm gonna just end it here. This is Amos 8 and 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh." So the Lord about to shut this internet down. You know, the apostles been warning us over and over and over and over, and it's here. It's happening, especially with Trump getting in office like this. You know, the party about to start, so you on your own. Scriptures say, let every man be solely convinced in his own mind. Philippians 2 and 12, it's time to work out your own soul salvation. It is a luxury to get the scriptures this way. You know, and this is the closest you can sit next to the men of the Lord. That I can sit next to the men of the Lord. Talking about my apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone. But I know the party's got to stop. You know, because there's another step up to this. We ain't just here to be sitting on the internet all day just doing these lessons. The action is about to start. The physical work, men go about to be on the move, hunted down. Power is about to be given out. So the teaching portion of this ministry is about to stop, which is going to stop their money redacting them. They're going to, by default, you know, y'all going to fall off. This wasn't here for y'all benefit. You know, it was here to drop this word. That's why the internet was here. Well, you ain't here to get up here and complain about your milk bill and, you know, your puppy sick and, you know, all the dumb nonsense. Yes, it's utilized for, you know, some stuff. You get some good stuff from off this internet, this YouTube and Google. But the main meat and potatoes of this is to spread the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And that's matter of fact, let me get it real fast and then we can come back here. Then and Lord will, I'll end it, you know, Lord willing. Just 1 second. This is Isaiah, because this was the only way this was going to happen right here. The Lord had to open the doors. This is Isaiah 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. The highest mountain is America. And that banner is the Bible. And we lift it up because the Lord has opened up those mysteries to the kingdom of heaven. Long as this word is being dropped on this internet, the Lord is building the third temple, building the kingdom of heaven in front of the elite's face. So lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exhort the voice unto them. And yeah, you got brothers screaming into the camera, you know, showing their sternness, you know, showing the spirit flowing, how much the Lord has increased our knowledge, how much we've broken away from the milk of Babylon. You know, you show a lot when you out there. We show a lot when we out there teaching, you know, to the people that's viewing. And that's mainly the elites. They can clearly look in our face and say, these men are not of planet Earth. These men have changed. And the Lord set it up so they can look into the camera and see us. It says, shake the hand. And they see the men of the Lord shaking the hand through the camera, that they may go into the gates of the noble. So now this internet, what's been happening in Babylon, the great, aka America, has reached Britain, you know, have reached the Vatican, have reached the EU. These men are troubled. That's why they got the CIA, FBI. Because that's all it is the CIA and the FBI taking full control of this internet system and watching people. And, you know, I mean, they about to step it up and get very aggressive. You know, channels are just going to be snatched down. You wake up, look for your channel, it's just going to be gone. One big ass note to say, you said this 2-3 years ago, and boom, that's it. And you can't get back on, you can't monetize. Because it done reached the gates of the noble, and like the Apostle Gabar said, this internet has done the heavy lifting. It speeded things up. So I'm going to finish it here. Amos 8 and 11 again. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine into the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Now, a famine doesn't mean it's just gone. It's wiped out. No. The Lord will reduce it how it was in the 80s. You know, you had to come out, find a camp, you know, find the men. Like, you know, the Elder Makama gives a good testament on how Elder Makama from Chicago, Shalom to you and the brothers out there, Barakathum. He gives a good testament on how he had to travel from Chicago to Manhattan, and he searched, I don't know how many days, I think he said a day or two, to find, like, literally moving through the crowd. You know how New York is, and he found the men. But it's a good testimony. The Lord gonna reduce it back to that, but without the men being out there. So the men was out there on the street, but now the men gonna be in their house, no telling where the Lord gonna put us. Yaharat I'm part of those men. We do got the secrets. We got the keys at this time. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, see, and from north to the west, even to the east. They shall run and to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. See that? So it ain't going to be accessible as it is now. So we're going to close right there. But as you can see, you can go over the redact. This is just a short clip here. It was only about 4 minutes long. But it was very powerful. It spoke volumes. I wasn't even going to say anything off this. It just went in the spirit. Because it's just a lot going on. I had another lesson, made the spirit, jump on me. I'll do another one later. But the Lord wanted this to come out because when the Lord shut the prophet's mouth and these videos are no longer going out, trouble is on the horizon. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere shalom, labakarium, shah yasha Allah. Shalom.